Well, I do have the little twosome in here. So, this is the machine that I unboxed today. And everything in it is 100% original, even the belt, which connects the motor to the actual gearbox. I technically call this thing a belt drive because it kind of is. The gearbox is disengaged right now, but then again, you can still engage it. It's got a folding lid. Like, I think it's something like some of the really old 90s Japanese washers looked very much like this. I'm pretty sure that most of them that look like this are still made today, actually. But please don't be mad at me. This is a thing I did like a couple of years ago, and I just decided to do this today, or sort of over the last few coming days, and it hasn't affected it really. This is the other one. Now, I know what you're going to say about this. Oh my god, will you just go die in a hole? No. No thanks, and thanks for the hateful comment. It will either be, you'll either get roasted to hell by me, or it'll just get deleted, because I couldn't really give a damn. Now, this is a thing that I did a couple of years ago, because a friend of mine had one of these, and he got his from, oh god, I think it was just this jumble sale. Now, I got both of mine from eBay. Well, anyway, he got his from a jumble sale, or like a car boot sale or something like that. Or, I don't know, it was somebody's, probably either a car boot or a garden sale, I can't remember. But his was in a horrible condition, and when he started it up, the motor made this absolutely horrid grinding noise. Nothing like this. It was this really horrible grinding sound, as if two gears were basically scratching themselves apart, like stripping themselves. So he took it apart, and it turned out that the gearbox had basically almost completely failed. Now, luckily, he somehow made another gear to fit on the back of the main shaft, which this drill is actually connected to. But the metal gear was basically gone. It somehow stripped itself all the way down. So he had to chuck that, and a couple of the actual metal shafts inside, which supported parts of the gearbox, were gone. And the actual arm, which disengages the gearbox and flings the agitator the opposite way, had basically nothing. It was just basically plastic shrapnel in there. So I gave him half of the gearbox so he could fix his, and I was just left with the main shaft, the main connecting shaft on mine, which he didn't need because he'd made himself another gear. So I decided to, instead of just mess about with this thing by hand, like this, just by hand, because my fingers kept on slipping off, started getting pissed off, I decided to do a bit of mods. So the actual back panel on this one was cracked in several places, and it was basically falling apart. So I took it off, and I think I've probably drilled a hole in it, but I don't know, I might still have it, I don't know. But anyway, there was this one stubborn screw which wouldn't come out, so the actual body of this is cracked in just this one place here. I might put some Aerodite on it, but I don't know if I will. But the really, really cool thing about this now is this thing is absolutely insane. Like, the speed of this is just mad. And I'm going to show it to you in a second, but this machine is 100% fully working. Oh, and you also got these little accessories, and I've also got these little accessories, which includes a little pair of tongs, which you can just pick the washing out as if you're using a twin tub. You got a little funnel which goes into the back hole here, which basically makes a bit of kind of like a waterfall feel at the back of the machine, which looks really, really cool, I must admit. But that's about it. You've got a couple of, 3 detergent scoops. I've only got 3. I think there might have been 4 or possibly 5 at some point, but they might have gone missing. And I've got some basically just useless clothes pegs. I'm guessing it's a thing of like they supplied some sort of maiden with it or something. Some sort of foldable thing that probably broke after about a year or 2. So yeah, I'm going to shut the lid on this. It turns out that this machine does take 3 D-cell batteries. So they're basically some of these really big 1.5 volt batteries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the lid and start this machine. There's no interlock or anything to bypass, it's just a plastic lid. So, let's go. That's basically your wash action. Basically, just that's the wash action, just back and forth. Whereas this one, now I'm going to have to put the phone right down on there so I can actually use this with the flash on. Watch this. That agitator is moving so fast, even the phone's shutter speed can't catch it. Well, sort of. It really is incredible. So, that is basically my little twosome over here. That's obviously it. I do aim at some point to somehow obtain a third one of these. Now, I don't think I've actually seen one other than that one since I got mine. So they come up, I'm guessing, around every couple of months, but I just haven't seen them. Or it's every few years and I've seen both of them so far. So that's basically it from me. It's a little washer video. I mean, I will actually make a review or something along the lines of like a demo of just this machine, not the modified one, because the modified one is just way too much work. I don't know, I might have possibly just, I don't know about the gearbox actually. I probably gave it to the friend that needed it. Yeah, including all of the little metal shafts which died or I think they just rusted all the way through, and the entire gearbox was just like a can of worms in there. So went over to his, fixed it all up, and yeah, didgeridoo. So it turns out that these actually do have steam vents which are in the handle, which is pretty fun. If you want to use boiling water, which I don't actually advise at all, because I don't know if the agitators or the drum can take it, if they're thick enough, because I have actually seen, I think it was one which somebody showed me a pic of on this random website, where the agitator had basically just been warped to hell. But I don't know. So anyway, that is enough from me. The current collection of machines, the updates on those for nowadays, is the washer dryer is going to be coming back at some point. I'm still painting it. I've still to sand it a bit more and give it another lick of paint. The rest of the collection I'll give you an update on soon. I'll make a video of that. But really bad news on the Hotpoint WMFUG 1063p. In fact, it's not exactly sad, but it's surprising news. About 3 or 4 days ago, this beast threw me an error code, which is F02, which means that the motor control circuit has either failed or got stuck. And that was on program 3 with performance plus at 90 degrees, which kind of shocked me, but yeah. It wasn't good, but then again, it's not exactly the worst. It got itself in gear the next day and, you know, kicked ass. And it wasn't this full load. There was one less towel in there, which is this little green towel there. But the complete load was none of the socks either. That's just my general rags and things. But the complete load was 57 dishcloths and a heavy bath mat, which it's actually handled a bath mat heavier than that. In fact, it's handled 2 of them in one wash. I reckon it could probably handle about 15 of them before the motor gives up. But oh well. So that's it. So yeah, that's it from me. You know, I've been wanting one of these ever since I got mine. It sucks hard to give away the gearbox, but it was just a little favour for a friend then again. But yeah, at least now I got mine with all the little accessories. This needs new batteries. Or a 9-volt battery. Or a single 9-volt battery with both the positive and the positive and negative terminals just all put into one and put onto a 9-volt battery, so then it can still operate with the switch. So in then with the original motor, basically this thing is just going to become like basically just super powered, just ridiculously modified. So yeah, that's I can actually do it a lot faster with 2 hands. Focus, you dumbass! I'm on camera. Come on, focus, goddammit. Oh, I guess it's probably because it's dark, but it's a bit dark in there, but yeah, I can do it ridiculously fast with 2 hands. So yeah, that's basically it from me. Any hateful comments any actual comments saying you suck and things like that, and well, the links to, let's just call them a bit adult dating site-ish that everyone's been spammed with over the last probably 6 months or so, and the wannabe friends and loved it, you know, the spam, basically. I'll just delete that. But anyway, Brandon, thanks for, you know, everything in general. Brandon Thompson, aka Florence Ballard A3060. I'm giving him a hell of a shout out here because, when everybody in the community was basically just killing me inside, making me feel like, you know, I just wanted to scrap my entire collection, he was basically the only guy, apart from, you know, maybe about 5 or 6 other people in my life that actually told me that I was doing a good thing. And I wasn't, you know, being a really bad person, but it was all in goodwill. And I'm sorry for blocking you for, like 24 hours, bud. But then again, at least we're all back in, you know, unison. So yeah, hopefully, and yes, to the one guy that's asked me like 1,000,000 times to do a review of my Zanussi, it might have been a few people, but I'll get to this at some point of a review and demo and a service cycle demo and a regular cycle complete demo. But yeah, so that's about it from me, and have a good day. Have a good day. Anybody that has a collection, I hope it goes well. And by the way, if anyone's wondering about Janek Sarange, or I can't really pronounce his name, I'm sorry, but basically Janek, or Yannick? Janek. I'm just going to call him Janek. The guy, if anybody is wondering, has scrapped his entire collection of 2 machines. Now, it's a really, really bad thing, because you remember his WMA is, well, his hotpoint WMA 64S in a beautiful shade of zircon silver before he decided to, you know, sand it down and paint it this crap silver. Yeah. Yeah, he's taken that apart and given a few parts to Zanussi Guy 1600, aka Ben, for anybody who is wondering. Yeah, and his washer dryer, where he put the bloody dispenser drawer in a dishwasher, which was a hotpoint WD62 in mercury. He's also scrapped that after doing a few crap repairs on it. So, and the reason why he's changed his channel name, I don't know. But basically, that guy has been hated throughout the past few years in the community, and that is just the final nail in the coffin. Well done, Janek. You idiot. But, yeah. I'm starting to get back on track with restoring all of my machines, and I've thought up a parts plan. Haven't put it down on paper yet, but I will in a couple of days. And it'll be the thing of, I think it'll start probably when I've completed my washer dryer, because that's just a major thing that I want to do right now. But hopefully a new dryer element will sort it out entirely, along with a beautiful shade of white to go with the brown on the machine, which should look absolutely beautiful along with the rest of the collection. But the one thing that I need is, it'll be either 1 or 2, it'll be either 1 or 2 4-kilogram drums from the Hotpoint 95 series. Now, they're the thick rim drums, and they're made around, they were made from, oh god, I think it was like 1985 to I think about 1993, although I'm not really good with my Hotpoint history. Like the actual dates of when the drums were ended and things. But I know a tiny, tiny bit about the 95 series. Well, enough to work on them, but not exactly enough to properly fix them. But yeah, I need 2 of those drums. And I will link an email address below for you to contact me if you've got any of those parts. And if if I either have the time or money, well, it'll mainly be the money thing, because I don't really have much of it right now, because everybody's still on lockdown and much random bullshit like that, and family's not being, well, family isn't good right now because everybody's got pay cuts and shit like that, and bloody blah. So, yeah. Oh boy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I also need, the, just one front plate to fit with one of those 4-kilo drums, because, this is really, really annoying, and I basically didn't realise this, but my Hotpoint 9544, before restoration, it was kind of me and it at the same time. The spider and bearings had gone so badly that the machine was leaking, and I didn't know where from. So I basically I basically just undid the element, the heating element, with the front plate off. It turned out I wasn't actually undoing it. I was tightening it, and it cracked it basically shattered the bottom of the front plate. But it sort of cracked it, and one end is still on there. But I'm not going to repair that at all because of where the actual brake is and how many things I'll have to put together. But yeah, again, if you've got any of these, if you've got any of the 4 kilogram drums, please send me an email in the address linked below. And yeah, or a front plate of any kind. Or if you need advice, ask Brandon or anybody like Chris from the Laundry Centre, or Phil from Service Slimline, or anybody such as Ben or Zanussi Guy 1600, or a few other people, which I seriously can't. Oh, Mike from Chester Mike UK. That's one of the major dudes. Stephen McKinnell. Or Stephen McKinnell. Stephen, I can't remember, damn it. I'm so bad. Oh boy, that's a screw gun. I'm so bad with names. I just can't really remember everybody's names too good. But yeah, contact any of those guys on YouTube, Instagram. I'm not revealing anybody's Instagram names because I don't want them getting spammed with questions. But just go to those channels, and yeah, hopefully they'll be able to give you the advice that you need for almost any of your machines. Actually, in fact, they worked on quite a few. Mainly the thing is that I can tell when a drum is sealed or not. A few other bits such as motor bearings. Well, actually no, not even motor bearings. Brandon knows how to do motor bearing. But I know how to do drum bearings, so does Brandon, so does quite a few of the guys over there. They've done probably several sets. I've only done one so far, but I'm hoping to do a few more in the coming years. Okay, that is officially it from me. I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace.